Can you remember any particular piece of advice or inspiration that you've got from other people?
I think the bit is that it continually gets better. So you go along, you've still got numbness or restricted movement or no feeling, and you think it's going to be like that forever. And although people will say, well, it may return in time, you actually don't believe them. But when you go to people who are, there's one guy at the group who's 10 years on, and he's still getting feeling back. And I think that's the bit that you think, yeah, it's worth sticking with.
Definitely. What can you see in the future for yourself now? Where do things stand, and how do you see things going from here on in?
I think the next milestone for me is, because I've just got to 5 years, is an option to be discharged. So I know that there's always, you can stay on the books and come back once a year, but in my head it's about moving on from this bit. So there's the comfort blanket of going back regularly to the clinic and seeing people, even if it's just once a year. But I think because there's a support group in place, I can actually make that leap and hopefully get discharged, recognising the fact that I still see a dentist on a regular basis, so if there's anything untoward, it's likely to be picked up there. So I think that for me is the next milestone of actually getting myself discharged.
How do you think you're going to feel about that?
It's going to be really mixed, because for 5 years I've almost had my own seat in the maxillofacial clinic, and you see the people, and there's that bit about thinking, I'm not going to see those people again. But actually for them, that's a good news story. So it's about changing job or moving to a different location. It's going to hurt, but you've got to move on.